today's video, I'm going to be grooming this Shih Tzu poodle mix. They are called Shih-Poos. I just call them a Shih Tzu poodle mix. Isn't she adorable? She's so cute. Anyway, she had a bath already and a blow dry and a brush out, and now I'm just going through her coat with a comb just to make sure she doesn't have any knots, because I'm going to be using a comb attachment, and the comb attachments are best to be used on a coat that has no knots or where they can't get caught on anything, because the comb can come off with the clipper or, you know, accidentally cut the hair shorter. So whenever you use a comb attachment, you want to make sure that the coat is all combed out thoroughly. And I've already done her nails and her pads and her groin and the corners of the eyes. Alright, so this is the clipper I'm going to be using. This is a Wahl clipper, a KM10. It's a very good clipper. It's a corded clipper, and I use it for all dogs, any dogs this could be used on. And this is the comb attachment. This comb comes off, and then there's a blade underneath it. This is a number 30 blade. It's the best blade to use with the comb attachment. It just kind of goes over top of the blade here. You got these little prongs here. They move a little bit, and then you just kind of lift it up and it goes on. So these are by Wahl as well, the combs, and they come in different sizes. So this one is a number 1, and it tells you the length of the hair, which is a 1/2 inch or 13 millimeters. That's what the comb will leave, but that's like going with the grain of hair. If you go against the grain, it'll leave it a little bit shorter. But these combs are amazing. You can leave the dog's coat in many lengths. So this little girl here is just going to get a number 1 basically all over. And so nothing fancy. So I just want to show you how I do that. So she's all ready to be clipped. She's all combed out. What's that? You hear something? Yeah, there's some noise over there. Alright, so basically what I do is I start at the top of the back, and I'll get the behind the neck after, since she has this little noose on. Well, actually, we shouldn't call it a noose. Let's call it grooming loop. They used to be called nooses, but nooses actually is not a good name. When you hear the word noose, people think you're hanging their dog, but obviously you're not. It's basically a safety loop, so they won't jump off the table or fall off the table. And you know, because it's just a safety practice. So I'm going with the grain, and she gets groomed every 4 to 5 weeks, so not a lot of hair will come off. So she's well maintained, which every dog should be. And that's why she's standing here so good, because she's used to it and actually enjoys it and looks forward to her grooming. And grooming your dog often, you know, makes them enjoy it and look forward to it, and then they stand still like this. So I'm just going right along the back. Then I just turn my clipper slightly down the side, and then down the legs. So when I go down the hock, I put my hand flat like this, and I just wrap my fingers around lightly and lift it up gently, and then I go down the legs. So not much is coming off. She was shaved a few grooms ago because of the pandemic. The groomers were closed, so her hair is actually just growing out, so not much is coming off right now. Alrighty, so I'm just going to go down her front leg. I pick up her leg and hold it in my hands, doing the inside, the front of her leg. And sorry if you can't see that back of her leg. There we go, baby. Alright, so I'm just going to take off this grooming loop. What a pretty girl. And I'm going to get behind her neck. Actually, her her top knot gets done with the same comb Alright, so when I do the head, I usually go side to side, and you know, you got the ears here, so you don't want to come down the ear because the ear is one length, and you know, you don't want to cut into the ear unless you're going short. So just like that, and I kind of just angle my clipper so that I don't go into the ear hair. And I get the back of the neck. There's a baby girl. And what I'm going to do is lift her ear. And get her cheek. Go down her neck. Basically gets this length all over. I'm holding the ears out of the way so I don't accidentally cut the hair there. And while I'm here, I go down the chest. Beauty baby. And then what I do is I go down the muzzle as well. Right. And your chin. Come here. There we go. What a pretty baby, huh? What a pretty baby he is. Okay. And then I'll get the other parts with the scissors. And then once I clip the body all over, I comb her out, and then I will use my scissors. And I'm using these Kenchii scissors. I love them. They're new, and they're called Love by Kenchii, and I really like them. They're a smaller scissor, which is perfect for small dogs, and yeah, I've been having fun with them. So I'm just going to trim up her feet and just trim anything I see hanging off the legs. So what I do is I just comb everything down, and then I just trim around the foot and up the hock a little bit. Just trimming it round. Now I just kind of comb everything outwards, and I use my fingers to move this flap of skin here because there's hair here hanging. So if you move it out, you can see it all, and I'm just gonna trim that off along with any hairs hanging out here, just to make it a nice straight like silhouette. Then I'll do the belly as well. Now if you see any pieces that I missed, I will get them later, because the camera's kind of right where my head needs to go, and I don't want to stick my head in the way. So I fix it up after I record. After I finish recording. Then I'll do the same for the front. I just comb everything down, and then I just trim at the top of the pad there and just go around the foot. Well, it's very important to cut the nails first, because you cut the nails short, you know, short as you can, obviously, without hurting the dog, and then you can trim the paw better. Because if the nails were long, you couldn't cut the paws nicely, because you cut to the nails, right? And then I'll just go up the back of the leg here. And then I'll just comb everything out the front there. Comb it up and out. Like I said, she doesn't have a lot of coat because it's just growing out. There. See if you have any armpit hair. You do. So I just kind of turn the skin outwards and get that armpit hair. Armpit hair can mat up because it causes, you know, friction when they walk. Or the friction causes the matting when they walk. I think I said that backwards. You just pull it from the front here. Kind of just turn the skin. Alright, the next step what I do is I normally want to double check the body. I take my comb and I comb in the opposite direction from the tail to the head. And that way you can see if there's any hairs that stick up that need to be re-clipped, because sometimes the dog's coat is so flat and then when you clip it with the grain it doesn't get all the hair, so you kind of have to comb it, you know, up and out to do another clip, and that's what I normally do, and that way you get a nice even finish. See, and there's hair that came off. There we go, and then it's going to look a lot better. Good girl, and then even do the legs. There, and that actually looks a lot better. Right? That looks a lot better for you. Let me try the front leg. Let me see. Yeah, because not much came off the front leg, but it might now. I can see like kind of a big area right in the middle there. So let's give it a whirl. Yeah, see that? The hair came off. Much better. Alright, now for the head. I went over the head with the clippers, and I've already trimmed between the eyes just a little bit here with a number 10 just in the corners. Just did it lightly. So what I normally do is I just comb everything forward, and whatever hangs over the eyes I'm going to trim. Right? You can't see. No, you can't. Okay, so basically I kind of look to the side and then I trim off whatever is hanging over the eyes. There we can see, and then you can just keep combing it. Lots of combing. Just pull everything out. I find these hairs in the middle get kind of long. There we go. Let me see. Yep, and then just kind of look at the dog's face and see what needs to be trimmed. Oh, she loves this, and she actually falls asleep. Alright, and what I normally do is I comb out that hair on her lips here in the front, and I take my little, this is a mini Bravura by Wahl, and it's very small and it's perfect for what I'm going to do. And what I do is I kind of hold the nose and I use my thumb to pull that lip back a little bit, and what I do is I just clip these little hairs here by the mouth. It's cleaner, and you know, most of the time the dog's hair goes into the dog's mouth, so you don't want that. And I do the lower lip as well, just a tiny little bit. Then I check it, and it looks very cute. I call it a kissy face. Yeah, I didn't want all that hair hanging off their face there. And then what I do is see all that hair that's hanging down, you can either use the scissors here, or you can use those clippers. If the dog doesn't move, get out all that hair. So when they pant, you know, you don't see all that hair going into their mouth. It just looks horrible. And it can get wrapped around the dog's teeth. So you don't want that. I'm just trimming some hair up there that I see. And yeah, I like the kissy face. You got kissy face, huh? So now I'll just kind of do the bottom of the chin there. And by the ear canal. She doesn't get her ears plucked, as she never had a problem, and it's her ears are fine, so I'm not going to mess with that. So I just trim. I comb out the ear hair that's in the actual ear. See? You can see it? Right there. I just trim it. She's got nice healthy ears. Nice healthy ears, yes. Let me see the rest of your face. Then, what I do on the nose, I comb up this little piece here. See all these hairs? Right here? I take those off. There. Because otherwise they just go onto the nose and it just makes the groom look bad. You want to see the cute little button nose and the little cute little lips, right? You cute little lips. Look at you. You look like a little baby monkey. You sure do. You're sweet and she loves it. Look at her. You love it? Yes, you do. Oh, you're sweet. And then what I'm going to do is comb this chin upwards. And then I'll just trim off anything I see sticking up. You know, that's uneven. And then I'm going to take my finish shears. These are by Kenchii as well. As you can tell, I love Kenchii. And what I do is I just, oh hang on, they're kind of loose. These you can tighten them by the little thing here. I think I did it the wrong way. Hang on a second. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. That's better. So what I do is I just take these and it just, what it does is smooth out any like sharp scissor marks, and it just makes the hair look more natural, makes the face look like soft and kissable. And I'm going to take that off your chin. You don't need all that chin hair. No, you don't need all the chin hair to look like you have a beard. You don't want a beard, right? Let's see how she's doing. Oh, so pretty. I'm going to take this off because it's kind of in my way. She's a very good girl. I got my hands on her. So, and the back of her head here's got some hair right on top. You see all that? Come here, sweetie. Come a little closer because my arms aren't that long. Right there. Okay. There we go. Very good. So I'm just going to take my thinners and just get rid of that. Oh, what a pretty girl. You're so pretty. Yes. You're going to get a cookie after? You are? Oh, okay. And then what I do is I just tidy up the bottoms of the ears. Actually, I see something up here. I like to blend in the ears, you know, just the very top. I'm not touching the long hairs, just the top. And then what I do is I take my scissors and I just tidy just the very ends. You know, if I was going to go shorter, I would go shorter, but the owner likes this length, and I just trim them to keep them this length. Just to trim, you know, just the ends to make them look trimmed already. Yay! Okay, let's do the other side. Here, turn around a little bit. Oh, he's such a good dog. And then I do the same to the other side. I'm just trimming straight across. And sometimes what I do, just to make it look a little bit more natural, is take my thinners here and just kind of thin just the very ends and just the part that's sticking out here at the end. And that way, you know, it just looks nice, it looks natural, and you can't really see the sharp, blunt marks. Just looks like tidied up. Just turn it this way to get that piece there. Yay! Oh, much better. See, it looks nice, right? Can you see that, I hope? See that? Oh, there. Okay, whoa, I took the wrong scissors. The thinners, and just make it look nice. Especially I like doing right here, like where it meets the cut part. I just kind of like round it up, round it off. That. And that's nice. Pretty baby. And then while I'm here, I kind of just pull this hair to the side like that, and then kind of blend that in. Anything I see hanging, just kind of get that, right? And I see something right here. Yay, yay, yay. And what I do at the end is I make sure around her rectum is clipped, and then I check the back of the legs here, and then I do the tail. So I just do a little bit of clip right here, just so nothing gets stuck on her. I then comb the tail. Some days I cut it shorter than others, but today it's fine because I cut a few times ago, and I just trim the end. I just trim it straight across. There we go, buddy. Let me see. Just turn this way. There. So now's the time you can check, like in between here, and I comb like upwards, and I just get all that off. Whatever I see, just to make it nice inside, nice and even. So that's how I groom this Shih-Poo. Go check out all my links down below for more grooming videos, and I will post all the links for the grooming equipment that I used, and go check out my Amazon store for any of your grooming needs. And I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.